All right, this is week 1, question 1. So some of you had some issues with this question. So number of handphones in the house, most of you got it correctly. I said numerical, and you said discrete because you're counting. All right. The problem you got in this rating given to the latest Star Wars movie. So some of you wrote categorical ordinal, some of you wrote numerical discrete. So this question totally depends on how you're going to use your data. All right. Imagine the Star Wars. If you have this, so Metacritics or Rotten Tomatoes or what is the other one? There was another ranking. So if you search the internet, some of the ratings can be numerical, discrete. For an example, this. So we have given some Star Wars movies, and the Phantom is it Menace? I'm not, by the way, not a Star Wars movie fan, so I don't know about the names. So gave 51. So for the Attack of the whatever is given 54. Revenge of the Sith, I think, given 68. So that is numerical and discrete. But so that data is collected from Metacritics or whatever. And then this IMDb users, they gave 6.5, 6.6, 7.5. So that is then numerical continuous. So this question, Star Wars, I cannot give you an exact answer for this because it depends on how you collect data. Say, if you think, okay, what is the every single Star Wars movie here ranked from worst to best? All right, then in that case, it is categorical and ordinal because there's an order, worst to best. So this question can be anything. It can be numerical discrete, or it can be numerical and continuous, or it can be um, categorical and ordinal. If it is categorical, it should be ordinal because the order is important. So mainly, so what I want to tell here is sometimes when you collect data, uh, it depends on why do you collect data, what is the purpose, and for what you're going to use it for. Okay, so this question, ratings given to the latest Star Wars movies, can get any of these. It depends on the situation. All right, that's what I want to tell here. And if I go to the other question, I'll delete. How do I delete? Can I rub it? No. Anyway, now I need cut it. Yeah. So number on the AFL shirt. This is the other question. All right. So I'll get a different color. See. So this, get a color, this, and this. So these are the numbers on AFL shirts. So you have 24, that's right, and you have 6, and then you have 36. These are numbers, that's right. But are we going to add these numbers? Say if you add the numbers together, you will get 30, 66. What does this mean? There's no meaning if you add the numbers together. If you add and get an average, how do you get an average? 66 divided by 3. Does this mean anything? Right? No meaning. So these numbers are for labeling purposes. You're not going to calculate anything from these numbers. You're not going to get the total of the numbers and divide it by 3 and get averages, get the minimum, get the maximum. No meaning. All right. So these are only these AFL t-shirt numbers are may solely it's only for labeling purposes, labeling a person rather than telling the name. So it can be a long name, so that's why we give them a number. All right, so number on AFL shirt is categorical here, categorical, but it's nominal. The order is not important. Okay, nominal. So naming purposes, nominal. All right. Then the question D, again I'll just delete this bit, cut it. Then how much time spent on doing homework? Most of you did it correctly. It's numerical. All of you, almost all of you did it correctly. Numerical, but it is continuous because it is you're going to measure, you're not going to count. So it's continuous. Okay, continuous. The other one, the other mistake most of you did is this one, house numbers. So look at the house numbers here. I have written some house numbers. So 1 2 3 0 3 4 5 345 6 7 53 and so on. The house numbers, again, it's similar to AFL shirt numbers. All right, it's just for labeling purposes. All right, but there's one more important thing. So the order is important. Say you have 35 and then you have 36 and then you have 37. Imagine the house numbers. Okay, the order is very important because then you know, in a certain street, if you're walking down, okay, you 35 comes first, 36 comes next, and so on. All right, so the house numbers, though these are numbers, um, if you, there's no meaning if you add those numbers and get an average or find the minimum house number, maximum house, no meaning for those terms, or you're not going to do any arithmetic calculations or using the house numbers or AFL t-shirts. All right, so these are all categorical. All right, so house number is categorical, categorical, and ordinal, because the order is very important. Okay, ordinal. So remember these things. You might get these questions in your exam. I don't know, maybe your SAC or maybe your final examination. But remember the house numbers, the T-shirt numbers, um, telephone numbers. All right, those things are not numerical, though it's a number. Okay, so that's it. I need to stop. Okay, pause.